GLC presents, brought to you by the donations of our faithful partners.
Hello, I have a question for you. Have you ever had a bad reputation? Let me just ask you this. What's your reputation in your family? What's your reputation at work? What's your reputation in your community? How about your church? Have you ever thought about that you could get a bad reputation and not deserve it at all? Just some people started rumors, and then other people picked up on that, and other people picked up on that, and then for years and years, people believed something about you that wasn't even remotely true. It just kind of sounded good, and so people went with it. Well, today we're talking about how to survive a bad reputation and still win and be free. Who are we talking about today? You know, we're doing character studies of people in the Bible. Today it's Mary Magdalene. Now, what's your opinion of Mary Magdalene? What have you heard about her? Well, unfortunately, maybe this woman's reputation has stayed bad for 2,000 years, just due to inaccuracy, misinterpretation, and even today, with the book, The Da Vinci Code, again, her reputation has been slimed. This was such a godly woman. Did she have a bad past? She did. But you know, so many people who come to the Lord have had really bad pasts, but they proved, I've had a changed life. I met Jesus, and I've never been the same since. And that's the way Mary was. So let's kind of study Mary. I want to give you a little bit of a background. First of all, there's more women named Mary in the New Testament than any other name. It was a very common name. And no one was named Mary in the Old Testament. Did you ever realize that? In the New Testament, Mary is used 51 times. So how do you know which Mary they're talking about? Well, besides Jesus' mother, Mary, this Mary is probably the best known Mary in the whole Bible. Many people have suggested she was a prostitute, because they associated her with other scriptures about prostitutes coming and worshiping Jesus and Him blessing them. And so they just associated them together. But none of that's true. And I want to give you a background on her that you might not know about Mary. She was from the town of Magdala, which was a town on the plains near Galilee. Now, she was known as Mary of Magdala, just like Saul of Tarsus, Jesus of Nazareth. Now, what helped you to get called like that instead of just Saul or Mary or Jesus or Joshua, whatever? You had something outstanding about you. You were either very wealthy or very prominent, or you had a reputation that preceded you. And you can see that in all of them, can't you? Now, we don't know about Mary, but she probably was prosperous. Also, she had seven demons, that Jesus cast out of her. Now, what did that mean? Well, if you've ever done a lot of study of the demonic, it's not always a raving lunatic that's going around. You can have demons that oppress you greatly, and they are private. People don't see them on your shoulder, or you don't foam at the mouth, but they're tremendously